Why would I want to be victimizing my protagonist and feeding into society's negative perceptions? Hi, I'm Hali with the Scribbler sisters. Today I'm going to be touching base on masculine gay women representation in books. Taryn and I briefly discussed representation of minorities in a video we did a few weeks ago. If you're interested in checking it out, I will link it in the description box below. But today I'm going to be diving in deeper, specifically in regards to representation of butch gay women. I do want to put out there a disclaimer. While I do prefer women, I do identify as bisexual. I also currently dress more androgynous, but I haven't always. People change, life changes. That's just what I feel most comfortable in right now. That being said, I understand that I cannot speak for all women who may feel that they fall under this umbrella term that I'm referring to as butch gay women. What do I mean when I say butch? For the purpose of this video, I am including women who dress and carry themselves in a more stereotypically masculine manner. This can range from subtle to not so subtle. In the gay community, you might also hear the terms dykey or androgynous to describe some of these women, but essentially I'm referring to women who are a little more masculine, if you will, than the average chapstick lesbian. I would definitely say that this is separate from trans men, although people who have this aesthetic might still identify more so genderqueer. So recently I brought a piece of my current writing project to my crit group. One of the readers questioned why the protagonist wouldn't just have something on her in her purse. I was like, this character is androgynous. She wouldn't have a purse. Despite having described her clothes, her mannerisms, my readers had interpreted her or assumed that she was femme. Obviously, this is in part due to my writing and it will require revisions, but it surprised me that even though I'm writing a lesbian romance, she was assumed to have been feminine. This got me thinking about representation of more butch women in stories. I honestly have never read a novel that featured a character, let alone a main character, that I perceived as being more masculine. And even when I've been sought out to find one, there were so few, let alone one that did not directly relate to political movements or even had good ratings. Why are butch women being limited to social movement plotlines? Even searching on YouTube, I really only found one other YouTuber who had done a video that I felt was really pertaining to this subject. I did like a lot of her points. Maybe I can link it in the description box below as well. If you know of any other videos, I would definitely be interested in seeing them, so send them my way. But anyway, I couldn't find hardly anything, and that was so surprising to me since I see social issues regarding feminism discussed on this platform all the time. Why isn't this included in that? I feel like there are plenty of men and women across the world that have opinions about this. Although I haven't seen this demographic of women represented in writing like whatsoever, I have seen women who fall under this aesthetic, if you will, in films or TV shows sometimes. These women are portrayed as players, super sexualized, and of course always tops. Because they're masculine, they obviously can't like to be fucked. The alternative is, in rare cases, they are more well-rounded characters, I guess you could say, but they always have a career that is viewed as a male's career socially, such as being a police officer or working in the military, that kind of thing. The way you dress and carry yourself, it doesn't have to define your personality or your sexual romantic preferences. Yes, the way that you carry yourself can be a great tool to send signals to ensure that people are reading you the correct way and that you want. I like people to be able to tell that I prefer women when I go out because I want to date other women, and gay women aren't going to be pursuing women that they think are straight. Or at least we shouldn't. That's how you get your heart broken, and yeah, don't do that. There are real life reasons why a woman is more masculine that don't involve them wanting to be a man or wanting to be a womanizer. Maybe they just like the masculine look. It can be cheaper. You use way less female marketed products such as makeup. It can be more practical, less accessories, less things to worry about while you're out and about, and less time getting ready. Maybe one feels more confident when they cover up or don't draw attention to certain parts of their bodies. Maybe they picked up these kinds of mannerisms, the way that they learned how to communicate and present themselves in the way that they wanted to be perceived. Maybe they just naturally fucking carry themselves that way, and we shouldn't try and force them to adhere to the delicate angel femininity that society likes to assume women are. It's also really fucking hot. So there's that. You get the gist. Back to the representation in writing, or the visibility, rather, in writing. It's not like butch women are rare in the gay community. You go to a lesbian bar or event, and there will be a lovely plethora of types of women. Everything from lipstick to butchiest butch. It's beautiful. Women are beautiful. So if these women exist in real life, then why is there so little representation of them? Why aren't we including them in writing diverse characters and diverse women? This is not to be confused with the masculinization of women in writing. It's a bit of a hot topic right now, I know, going around the concept that female characters have to take on male attributes in order to be taken serious as a well-rounded, strong character. The character fights well, takes sex casually, stereotypical masculine or male traits. Personally would find that insulting for men, that they have to be associated with violence and promiscuity. I'm not talking about taking away from female acceptance. You can still have a female character that is multi-dimensional and has a blend of masculine and feminine attributes or traits. Because real people, that's how we are. That's how real people exist in the real world. For example, a butch protagonist can be nurturing and monogamous. We shouldn't have to conform to the social interpretation of femininity to avoid being masculine, and vice versa. Men shouldn't have to conform to masculine stereotypes to avoid being looked at as being girly. So say we did write butch women into our stories. Cool. How do we do that? How do we present these characters in a way that will be read correctly? Just make her talk like a guy, where she's making sexual comments about other girls' asses or something. I don't have other characters in the story judge her for being different. Why would I want to be victimizing my protagonist and feeding into society's negative perceptions? This has nothing to do with her character development. I'll just describe her actions and style in more detail. I mean, she's wearing a button-up and skinny jeans. I mentioned that. I use descriptors like chuckle instead of giggle. I need to specify she doesn't wear makeup because that's the assumed norm.